I need to show you that it's 77 degrees. I did cave and put up my fall decor, some of it already, but it just doesn't feel like fall yet. So let me get this coffee going and we'll start the video. Everyone, welcome to So Lovely with Grace. If you're new here, I'm Grace. If you're returning, welcome back. What a beautiful day today. I have a lot of news, a lot of information to give you in this video. Yes, it's going to be informative and fun. Let's talk about the huge announcement you've probably heard, maybe not, but I want to give it to you here today. And don't mind Toto, he's snoring. He's so peacefully asleep. He ate, he drank, and he's ready to just chill with me. So what's the big news? Well, patterns, paper patterns are here to stay. Yes, they're not going away. Don't worry about it. Paper patterns are here for the next decade or two. Who knows? But there's nothing to worry about, and I never did. I always had hope. How do you say? Well, Abbie Small, an independent owner, has acquired Simplicity.com and has all its assets and printers. And there's a big announcement that MimiG made on her channel. I included the announcement. It's a short in my description box below, so click on that and watch her announcement if you haven't already. And then there's an interview, a Q&A with Abbie Small with MimiG, and she asks her a lot of questions about this. And just be rest assured that Abbie Small has our mindset. She is not a corporation. She is us. She's been sewing since the 80s. She knows what the experience is with Joann's, going in, looking at fabric and matching a pattern to it. And she gets it. She's been with Simplicity for decades. She's the right owner, and I'm so excited to bring you that news. So let's be happy. Let's celebrate. Let's bring joy to 2026 coming up. We got the patterns that are staying. We got Michaels that's expanding their fabric, which is what I've heard. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't been there yet. And also in the interview, she wants to get pattern distribution through other channels, not just online, because she knows that when we go shopping, we like to have a pattern and a fabric and touch it. And she was talking about Hobby Lobby, so we might be getting patterns there again, and Walmart. Now, she didn't mention Michaels, at least I missed it. I'm going to re-hear this interview, because, you know, I'm constantly doing things when I watch YouTube or listen to podcasts, and I'm going to listen to that video again. But I just want to say, rest assured, for sewists going forward in 2026, we're going to have our options back. So what's in this video today? Well, I'm going to be matching patterns to fabric. I got this Vogue Fabrics delivery that I'm so excited about. I know it's warm in Florida, it is really hot, but I really want to get into fall sewing, and this fabric has got me there. I'm very excited. I got a stack of ideas and I want to share them with you today. I also have a So Lovely tip part 2. Check this out. Hope you stick around for that. And I have 2 embroidery projects. I got this Pashmina scarf that I talked about with these beautiful snowflakes, embroidery by OESD, and I have an in the hoop project, this birthday bag that I made for my friend by OESD also. So let me get into that. But first, let's do the giveaway. Now I'm still working on the camera issue. I haven't made a decision. I'm still using this camera, my original, because it's just really great quality. So let's go to the giveaway. The pattern is McCall's 8528, this blazer dress. Look how elegant that is. I love it. And what was the question of the week? The question was, when it comes to sewing, what are you most good at? And I got a lot of answers. Well, approximately 30, which is really great. And I have a very talented audience from these answers. And I copied and pasted what I got in the comments here. So I'm going to give you some of these, well, all the answers. What are you most good at? Quilting. I definitely want to do more of that in 2026. Embroidery. Making pajamas. Setting in sleeves. Yeah, that's really a headache sometimes. I admire that skill. Organizing patterns. Making bowl cozies. Neckbands on knit tops and dresses. Now that's a really tough one. You know, sometimes you get that little pucker. Making blouses. Sewing collars. Casual fashion. Making dresses. Refashioning old clothing. I would love to do that. I haven't done that yet. Following directions. I read them. Sometimes I don't follow them, but I need to. Sewing neat and tidy seams. Blind hem stitch foot. Just do one step at a time. Lots of pressing, alterations, restyling an old garment into something new and fresh. Procrastinating. That was funny. And buying too much fabric. Don't we all? Top stitching. French seams. Altering the length of people's jeans. That's a great talent. Buying material. Making mistakes. We're all guilty of that. I'm good at that too. Pressing seams. Attention to details. Sewing knit fabrics. Thinking about sewing more than actually getting anything done. And seam ripping. Yeah, my audience is very talented. Now, what do I think I'm pretty good at? What this video is all about, matching patterns to fabric. That wasn't on the list, no one mentioned that. But I think I'm pretty good at that. I have a vision, like if I see a fabric, I will envision it cut out and sewn up into something. Not so much when I have a pattern that I go to fabric, but when I have a fabric, I can envision it a lot of times. So let's get to the wheel and spin for the winner of this McCall's dress. For this giveaway, we had 24 entries, and I imported them into Wheel of Names, and I picked out this palette of color. Perfect for the fall. So here we go. I'm going to shuffle twice and spin. Here we go. Who's going to win that beautiful blazer pattern? Gina Hayes, 6169. That was a close one. Congratulations. Congratulations, Gina Hayes, 6169. You're the lucky winner of this McCall's blazer dress, McCall's 8528. I'm so excited for you, Gina. Please send me your contact information to solovely.with.grace@gmail.com. Please be sure to put the pattern number in the subject of the email so it doesn't get lost in spam, and I'll ship it out to you as soon as possible. And now we're going to match patterns to fabric. I got a Vogue Fabrics shipment. It's only 4 fabrics, so it's not a lot, but they are off the charts amazing. I'm so excited. I got it out of this Vogue Fabrics 80th anniversary issue. This is their latest issue. And I've had Vogue Fabrics for the past 3 years, and this is by far my favorite issue. I want to order more, but for now, this is what I'm going to go with. I have so many plans now. For a little short time, I was like, what am I going to make? What am I going to make? But the fall plans are in. They're on the table here. I'm so excited. I do have some summer tops that I'm still working on because it is hot here still in Florida. And but let's get to the pattern matching up. And then after that, I'm going to show you how I embroidered this beautiful Pashmina scarf with these snowflakes for a Christmas gift and the birthday bag on my embroidery machine. So I hope you stick around for all this. There's a lot to see, and I think you will find it interesting and fun. So I have Vogue Fabrics. I have 4 fabrics, but I did go to the sewing studio in Lady Lake, Florida, and I picked up one fabric that I want to show you. It is more for summer. It's this wonderful abstract watercolor floral. I could make a dress, but it's a little too sheer for that. But it is gorgeous. Look at this. It has a lot of stretch. It is absolutely beautiful. And I have an idea. I have a pattern that I'm really thinking of making. And I believe I would like to make view A, what she's wearing. It's this one here with the sleeves. It's got a high-low look to it. It just drape it over your shoulders. This time of year, it's still in the 80s and 90s, but once it gets down to the 70s, it would be perfect with a tank top and jeans. That's how I envision it. And so I wanted to show you that. I'm very interested in sewing up new Look 6378 with that fabric. So now let's get to the Vogue fabrics that I ordered that just came in. Like I said, I ordered 4, and this first one is a beautiful knit. It's a ponte knit. It's very heavy, very weighty. This is the wrong side. This is the right side. It's like this geometric, I don't know, what do they call it here? It's just a geometric ponte double knit fabric. It has grays, cream, rust, and black in the center. I think it's beautiful. I love it. It's very stretchy. And the pattern that I'm thinking of is a simplicity dress that I've had in my stash for quite a while. And I like the open at the neck. I'm thinking what the model's wearing with boots. How cool is that? This is the pattern that I'm thinking of, Simplicity 9644. It's rated as average, but that's the view that I'm thinking of for this fabric. Now this next fabric is a Boussole tweed. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I know the pattern, no doubt what I'm going to make. Look at this. Beautiful tweed. This high quality, absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. And the pattern I'm thinking of is New Look 6163. What the model's wearing with the little slits here, the mandarin collar, no doubt. I definitely want to make that. I forgot to tell you the prices of these. I should have mentioned that. The geometric double knit was $9.99 a yard. I got 3 yards of that. And this tweed, it's pricey. It's $19.99 a yard, and I got 2.5 yards because I want to make this jacket. So yeah, that's definitely going to happen. I'm so excited about it. This next fabric I got from Vogue is just amazing. I've never owned anything like this. Look at this, beautiful rust color. It's called a russet wool mohair blend sweater knit. It was $14.99 a yard. I got 3 yards of it. And I'm pretty sure, well, I got 2 patterns, but I think I'm leaning towards one over the other. Give me your opinion. I like this New Look 6585 coat with the hood. All the views have a hood. I like the mid-length one. That's one of them. But I think I'm leaning towards the Simplicity 1254 Leanne Marshall coat. This one right here. How exciting. How chic. Just a wonderful pattern with these side pockets, or actually they're in the front, and it has this hood. Just so simple design. I love it. So I think I want to do it out of that. What do you think? You know, I probably won't get a lot of wear here in Florida, but let me just pull out the line drawings on this. It's interesting. Yeah, it's basically just like a little hood, and I just think it's very chic and perfect for this fabric, unless you have any other suggestions. Now I'm going to show you the star of the show. This is the fabric I can dream of. I don't know why, but I'm just so excited about it. Maybe because I have a Babylon leather tote that I'm going to make that's going to go perfect with this. It's super secret. I'm not going to show it to you. The tote is going to be, I'm going to show it to you when I'm done with it, but it's going to go with this fabric. And this is this, I thought originally it was tigers, but it's a leopard animals. I just love it. I love the colors. I love the print. I love the drape, the softness, everything about this. Wow. So on the sheet here, it's called a, what's it called? It says animal print rayon fabric, and it was $11.99 a yard, and I got 4.5 yards. Why so much fabric? Because not only do I want to make a dress with it, I want to make a blouse. And I have a few pattern ideas, or a skirt. One of them was this one. I like View B, this long skirt, and then I can make some kind of knit top to go with it. That was one option. The other top I'm thinking about is this. Oh, with these balloon sleeves. And I want to make the pants with the side slit openings. I have another fabric, if I could, where did I put it? From Vogue Fabrics for the pants. That would go great. I got this last year. I never sewed it up. It's a knit, but it's this beautiful cream knit fabric. And I think together with this, look at that. They would both go together, I think. Sorry about that. So that top and the pants from that new look pattern. So yeah, I want to make a blouse with it. And then I also want to make a dress with this fabric, but I'm not sure which dress I want to make. I picked out a couple. This Butterick dress, I like the sleeveless one with the bias trim. I thought that was interesting, and I also like this one with the sleeves. So both of these views are beautiful for that fabric. And then of course my tried and true, I've made it twice already, this McCall's vintage dress. I actually like the one, which one is it? The red one, View C, with the sleeve, you know, cap sleeves, the tie sarong look in the front drape. This is McCall's 8501. So those are my choices, but I definitely want to sew this up right away. I love this design. I'm in love with the print, and that's it. So those are my Vogue fabrics. Please let me know what you think of these ideas with the patterns and the fabrics, because I don't want to make a mistake and the wrong choice. I'm so in love with all these fabrics. I'm doing this in a little reverse order. I forgot to include the unboxing of the fabric, the Vogue Fabrics box, so let me put it in here. It's less than a minute long. Look what just got delivered. Wow. It's stuffed. My Vogue Fabrics. I'm so excited. Can't wait to open this box. Oh my, look how they stuffed it. Okay, it's popping at the seams here. I'm gonna go and, oh wow. Oh, look at this. What do we have? Oh, there's my tiger fabric. Well, I'm gonna pull it all out now. and the shipping list is right there. So let me get it all out. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Look at this fabric. Oh, I'm in love, I'm in love. Now I gotta figure out what patterns to use. Now if you watched last week's video, I got this pashmina, this navy pashmina in this box, and I wanted to embroider it. And I have these OESD snowflake designs, all these designs. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I picked two to put on the scarf. I picked this, okay, it's all, you know, marked up, but this will be on the corners, the bottom left and right corners. And then I have the snowflake in the center of the scarf that I picked out. So I'm going to show it to you here up close. This is how it came out. Look at that. No puckers. And this is going to make a wonderful Christmas gift. I'm already working on Christmas gifts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what was involved in embroidering this pashmina. And I'm just thrilled with the results. So I decided to go with these two designs for the bottom of one side of the scarf. I have this one, which is 14,000 stitches. I'm going to use this 8x8 hoop, and I'm going to put it on the left of the bottom, and then I'm going to mirror it and put it on the right. And in the center, I love this snowflake. It's beautiful. This one has 11,915 stitches, and I'm going to use this 5x7 hoop in the center. And I did a sample stitch out of both designs. So let me show you on this cotton fabric. I think that came out really well. And I always do a sample stitch out because sometimes the photo just doesn't show how it's going to look. And this is the center snowflake. And that's the plan. And underneath, of course, is the scarf, the pashmina. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this aqua mesh stabilizer. This is a water wash away. And what you need to do is to sandwich the pashmina in between each layer. So you're going to put aqua mesh, then the pashmina, and then another piece of aqua mesh in the hoop, sandwich together, and then stitch out the design. I'm going to use this kind of like a white, I don't know, has like a little silver, slight silver hue to it. I just think it's beautiful. I think it'll pop. So that's the plan. This is the snowflake that I'm going to put at the center at the bottom. And it's going to take 16 minutes to stitch out. And there's the aqua mesh on the top. And then the pashmina scarf. And then underneath the pashmina is, let's see if we can get it, a layer of another aqua mesh. So it's sandwiched in between. So I'm going to stitch this out now. It's coming along. I'm really excited about this. I have the second design in the 8x8 hoop, and I hooped the aqua mesh. And this says it's going to take 19 minutes to stitch out. It's stitching out good here. So once this is done, I'll trim around, you know, the stabilizer like I did here. And then I'll mirror this design on the right side and stitch it out and trim that too. And then the final step will be to get this pashmina in the sink and rinse out the stabilizer. And then I gotta let it dry and then press it with the press cloth. So there's still quite a few steps left to go. Here are the designs. I trimmed around the stabilizer, the aqua mesh. The designs came out great. And these are just chalk lines just for lining up the designs. And I use this tailor's chalk I got on Amazon. And that'll clean off. And I did the same thing on the back, the other side of the scarf here. I trimmed around the stabilizer because the pashmina was sandwiched in between 2 layers of aqua mesh. So now I'm just going to go to the sink and rinse this off, and then it has to dry, and once it's dried I'm going to press it, and I'm expecting this to look spectacular. Now I'm going to rinse out the stabilizer. I got the faucet on warm, and I just hold it under the faucet here, and then just let it dissolve. So I'm going to do that on both sides of the scarf, and then I'm going to stick it outside and let it air dry. I'm rinsing it completely so there's no residue, and I want this to be completely soft so it drapes very nicely. And the way you can tell is if it doesn't, you know you still got more rinsing to do. So I'm going to continue doing the front and the back. And look at all those bubbles. That's a lot of stabilizer coming off. So, like I said, you want to use warm water, not hot. Now I'm at the final step to press the design, and I'm going to use this OESD press cloth. And there's a specific way to use it. So it says here to place the embroidery face down. I don't know if you can read that right here. Face down onto the press cloth and press from the back side of the fabric using steam where appropriate. And then you let it cool. So, got the press cloth. I'm going to put it on my ironing board here. I got the design. And look at the wrong, this is the wrong side, so I'm going to put the right side down. Okay, you have to move the camera. Okay, this is the wrong side, right side on the press cloth. And I'm just going to press with the steam on. Just keep pressing. And that should make it look flawless. So I'm going to go ahead and press all these snowflakes and show you what it looks like. The scarf design is complete. Look at that. No puckers. I'm so thrilled with the results. So I hope you enjoyed that project. The next embroidery project I worked on this week is this birthday bag. Look at that. This is where you feed the ribbon through. It's made of felt. It has these beautiful designs and this vinyl and these polka dots. It's just so cute and adorable. I have the gifts inside. I'm going to give it to my friend Monica this weekend. So I'm going to show you the steps I did to go and do this OESD in the hoop design. It was an event I went to, an embroidery event. These events are amazing. It was last year. It was called Let's Celebrate, and they had all these projects. And I did them all, but I'm just going to show you the birthday bag. This was one of the projects, this treat gift bag, this birthday bag that we made at the Let's Celebrate OESD event of 2024. And I'm making one now for one of my girls. It's her birthday in October. And so I'm going to make this treat bag. And I've already started it. I didn't record it because then this will be a long video. But it's basically putting the stabilizer, placement line, putting down the felt, and placement for the vinyl. So I'm going to cut this out, which I already did, and now place the vinyl. I got this vinyl on Amazon like a couple of years ago. And I'm going to cover it up. There's going to be this vinyl here, and then stitch out this design. So let's go to the embroidery machine. I'll show you where I'm at. Like I said, I did begin. Here's the design. And there's only a total of 6,821 stitches. It's not a heavily dense design, and I'm stitching on felt. So here's the peach fabric, and I already cut out this inside here for the vinyl. And I cut a piece of vinyl, and now I have to place the vinyl on top and stitch it down. So this is the vinyl. It says to tape it down. I'm just going to hold it. It's pretty heavy. So I'm going to stitch it down now. Get it started. So it's going to go around twice. Now I just need to cut away this vinyl close to the stitching line without cutting the stitching line, and then leave this, of course, in the middle. Now I'm going to be stitching out the design of the hat, and goes right here, the cover stitch and details, which is the shape of the hat, then the pom-pom, the dots, and then the knife guides where you cut for the ribbon. So here it is. I got the vinyl, I trimmed it really close. I think it came out great, so I'm going to start stitching out the design. I really like it. It's coming out great. I love the color. Ooh, it's looking pretty. So the next color is the last color, and that's the blue dots. So I'm going to stitch those out now. The design is finished, and I even have the little openings here for where the ribbon's going to go. I'm going to have to cut holes in there eventually. So the last step is to get the second piece of felt and cover this, stitch all around it, and then trim and turn it right side out and cut the slits, put the ribbon in, and then I'll be done. So I'm going to show you the end result. I think the bag looks fantastic. So what I did was I used an X-Acto knife with a brand new sharp blade and cut through these ribbon guides. I don't know if you can see that, but you just go in there with the blade and just cut down. And you're going, it's kind of hard actually. I also use a seam ripper too, just to make it bigger. And it goes through the back, okay? There's no guides there, but you need those holes because you're going to feed the ribbon all the way through. And I got these, I don't know what they're called, like alligator mouth. Look at that. And what this is it's a guide for feeding ribbon through these. So I'm just going to get this and put it through all the holes. Just weave it in. I don't know if you can see. Weave it in like that, okay? And once you get to the end, you get the ribbon and you clamp onto it. All right, and pull. Just pull it through. And there you go. The ribbon goes all the way through. Okay? And we want to do the same thing on the back. It's harder to see the holes here, but I can see them. I don't know if on camera they're coming out, but I'll do the best I can. There's a little more challenging because there's no stitching lines to see, but that's what you're doing. You're just weaving it in, and oh, that's a little big. Oh well, that's fine. It's going to work out. Same thing. Then you get the ribbon. Of course, I never cut the ribbon till I'm done because I don't know how long I want it. And then you just grab the ribbon and pull it through. There you go. Now you got the ribbon in, and of course you can adjust it how you want. I'm going to have it in the front, and you can flatten it out, turn it however you like, and then cut it at the end. That's what I usually do. I'll tie the bow and then I'll cut it when I get to the size that I like. This is the completed bag. I think it came out great. I love the way the ribbon goes through this, and I like the party hat. I like everything about it. I like the design. And this is great. You can do this on your embroidery machine in the hoop and give a nice little birthday present. Yeah, last week I was real busy with my embroidery machine. I love to use it this time of year for gifts. And now for the So Lovely tip part 2. If you watched last week, I used a bar of soap to lubricate your pins and needles, and I made a revision. So let's go to the cutting table and I'll show you the demo. Now I thought of a simple modification to this lubricating solution for your needles and your pins. Originally, I had the bar of soap with the case, which I got at Dollar Tree. Everything you see here I got at Dollar Tree. And the eyeglass cleaning cloth, this microfiber cloth, and I would put the pins in and take them out and wipe with the cloth, and that's fine. But there's a better solution. I'm thinking make a pin cushion out of it. Just get the soap, and I'm going to cover it with this fleece. Now, Nancy Zeman mentioned covering your soap with cotton. That's fine too if you want, but I'm using fleece. I think this is going to work out really nice. And I just cover it, and then I get this Aleene's tacky glue and just put it across. If I can get it out of here. Let's see, is there any? I use this all the time, as you can tell. Okay. Any fabric glue, any, I don't even know, Elmer's glue might work, I'm guessing. And just put a dab there, or a streak. Then I'm going to cover it. So you want to just measure the size of your bar of soap, see how big it should be. And I'm just going to, I mean, it's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. You know, and there's no sewing involved. So just keep pressing. Just keep pressing. And keep pressing. And then I'm going to go on the side here and just put a little glue inside. I don't know if I can get this glue out. I need a new bottle. Just keep gluing it. And what I'm going to do is press it down here so that stays glued. And do the same thing on the other side. Definitely need more glue for my future projects. Yikes. Let me hit pause because I don't want to use up a lot of time. I put the glue at the bottom and inside on the sides and pressed, and I'm going to let this sit for about an hour. Last step. Got these pinking shears, and all I'm going to do is trim around. Trim it up a little more. There you go. Now I have a pin cushion. I could put it in the tray here, or I could just, leave it anywhere. Why did I do this? Well, instead of the cleaning cloths, here's my pins. Now, I could actually keep some pins in here. You could do that with the soap too, but what you could do is you could pin it, pull it out, and then use that fleece to wipe it clean. It's nice and smooth. So I hope you enjoyed this So Lovely tip. And finally, now we have next week's pattern for next week's giveaway. It's this cute little skirt pattern. It's a simplicity pattern, C1404. Look at that, with the little sash. I'm not going to open it, so I'll just show you on the back. The line drawings here, very cute. And there's a huge list, and it's all wovens. It's just pique, twill, sateen, lightweight wool, wool blend, challis, silks, rayons, chiton, linen blends. There's so many you can make from this pattern. It's wonderful. And the only notions is 7-inch zipper and hook and eye. Very simple, very straightforward. The sizes for this are 6 to 18. So yeah, this is a really cute pattern. So what are the rules of the giveaway? Well, you need to be a resident of US or Canada. You need to be a subscriber to my channel. Please thumbs up this video and answer the question of the week. And this week's question is, what do you enjoy sewing the most? Put it in the comments. Please post your response by Monday, October 13th at midnight, and I will respond with the word entered, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Good luck! I almost forgot to mention, this top that I'm wearing, I've made about a year or two ago in a previous video, and I always wear what I made in every video. Of course, I wear my makes every day. And this is a quick sew top. I also have a sew along, so if you're interested in that, please check it out. I put the links in the description box below. Well, I know there was a lot in this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I put my heart and soul into my videos. I want to share my joy of my makes with you. And I hope you found this video informative and fun. And most of all, I hope you were so inspired.